Here are 3 journaling prompts to help you grow personally and professionally. Create for No Reason is your weekly dose of inspiration to create what you believe should exist in the world. It's where passion meets craft, and we explore the joy of the creative process and building a meaningful body of work. I'm a huge fan of journaling. There is something so powerful about getting all of those thoughts out of our head onto the page so that we can find solutions to some of the challenges that we're going through, or to really just alleviate some of that anxiety and stress that might be bubbling up because we're just holding so much inside of us. And so getting that out onto the page really helps. I know some people have a challenge when it comes to journaling because they sit down and we see that blank page and we don't know where to begin. We don't know what to say. We overcomplicate it, but it doesn't have to be complicated. It can be really easy. And journaling prompts is a really great way to start a journaling practice. Or even if you're a journaler, I journal all the time, but I love a good journaling prompt to just get my mind going. So here are 3 I hope you enjoy. Number 1, this is a really great one that I share with people who say, I'm not a journaler. I don't know where to begin. I will sometimes share it with executives who are going through something and I recommend journaling. And they say, no, I'm not a journaler. I don't do that. This is a really good one. I heard it from a friend of mine years ago, and I will definitely use it on those days where I sit down and see the blank page and don't know where to begin. So the first one is, here's the deal, ... That's the prompt. Here's the deal. And you never know what's going to show up. It might be, here's the deal. I'm really upset. Or here's the deal. I hate my job, but I don't know what to do next. Or here's the deal. I really wish I hadn't given up. You just never know what's going to show up. So many different ideas or epiphanies come out of this prompt. I see it in lots of people, especially when I share this prompt and someone reaches back out to me and says, oh my gosh, this is what I wrote. And they're so surprised at what came out. And it never would have come out had they not started writing. Prompt number 2, I've always wanted to ... I've always wanted to start my own business. I've always wanted to move to a different state. I always wanted to run a marathon. Whatever it is, I've always wanted to. Allow yourself to just dream a little bit, to think about what is something that you've always wanted to do, a dream in your heart that you think about, that you've thought about over the years, and you just never actually did anything about. What is it? Allow it to come out. And what's beautiful is it's not just about writing what that thing is. What happens is once you start writing and you say, hey, well, I've always wanted to, whatever it is, you start to write about that feeling, about, I've always wanted to do it, but I've always stopped myself. It was never the right time. I never was financially able to do it. Whatever the excuses that we make in our minds, we start to write that out, why we haven't done it. And then what happens is when we start writing, we just never know what's going to show up. And so oftentimes we start writing, well, maybe now is the time. It is possible for me to achieve this dream. What would that look like? What would it look like for me to actually take the first right step into achieving this dream? Could I do it? Is it possible? Who would I need to enroll in this dream to help me make that possible? And so we start to write all of those things down simply from this journaling prompt. And number 3, when was the last time you felt fully alive? When was the last time you felt fully alive? I'm talking so engaged, excited about life, fully present, fully there. When was the last time you felt fully alive? And for some people, it has to do with their work. I work with really incredible entrepreneurs, and they feel most fully alive when they are working, when they're with their teams and they're achieving great things together. They're accomplishing big goals and they have this huge mission and they love it and they're so passionate about it. That is when they feel fully alive. And for other people, they feel fully alive when they're volunteering. They serve on boards. They're in their community. They're talking one-on-one to people. They're helping people grow and become a better version of themselves. And if they could do that all day, every day, they would. They love it so much. That's when they feel fully alive. And some people feel most fully alive when they're with their families or their significant other, and maybe they're on vacation, or maybe they're so engaged with their family at the dinner table, talking about their days and dreaming together. When was the last time you felt fully alive? And you get to write about that experience. And then what shows up for that is allowing ourselves to tap into, is this an everyday occurrence? Do you feel fully alive most days? And if you don't, what are some ways that you can start to incorporate those activities that do make you feel fully alive? The power of journaling allows us to dream a little bit more. It allows us to put things down on the page because we know no one's going to look at it. It's just for us. It's just for play. It's just to get all of those thoughts out of our head and onto the page. And so allow yourself to just be real and be honest and be free. Be free to write whatever shows up. And yes, it can be scary. I hear it sometimes with the people that I work with, and they will get excited to share with me, oh my gosh, I've been journaling almost every day. And sometimes what shows up makes me really nervous. And sometimes what shows up, I actually cross out because I don't even want it to. I don't want anyone to find it. I don't want anyone to see what I had written because it was so personal to them and something that was so powerful and meaningful. And that is what journaling does. It helps us reach those parts of us that sometimes we're too scared to admit or to notice. These are just 3 great journaling prompts. I hope you find them helpful. I hope you uncover some things about yourself. I hope that they inspire you to tap back into your dreams and to start doing more of what you love. If you are a journaler or have a really great journaling prompts, share it in the comments, please. I love a good journaling prompt, and we get to share with each other. If something really resonated with you, it's going to resonate with someone else. And so share your favorite journaling prompts below so we can all learn and grow together. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate you. And until next time, go create something.